Hello. Hi, my name is Hillary Young. I'm a professor of biology. I have been studying the biology and conservation of Pacific seabirds for over 10 years now at Harvard, at Stanford, and now at the University of California, Santa Barbara. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to speak to the scientific consensus that is really growing concerning the magnitude of threat of marine plastics to ocean wildlife, particularly to Pacific seabirds, and specifically by EPS, or polystyrene. So EPS is really an important class of plastics in that it has a range of very negative characteristics for wildlife conservation. So notably, as the students kind of highlighted with their little vials, it's very resistant to biodegradation. A minimum of 500 years before polystyrene will even start to decompose. Seabirds, like most marine animals, are completely naive to these plastics. They eat them thinking they're fish, fish eggs, squid, and then that causes all kinds of reproductive and survivorship problems. Because EPS in particular can break down into such small pieces, it also gets into the prey of these seabirds, so even when they don't accidentally eat the prey, they accumulate it through the fish that they eat when they eat it properly. So for this reason, we think that all seabirds, 99% of seabirds, will have plastic in them by the year 2050. A significant proportion of that will be EPS. Plastic consumption hurts seabirds and other marine wildlife not only from the direct lethal effects when it gets stopping their digestion or breathing, but equally importantly, it creates a false sense of fullness, and then they stop eating the food they need to eat, and they preferentially feed these plastics to their chicks, causing decreased survivorship and fledgling rates for their young, causing long-term population problems, including to several critical species of Hawaiian seabirds, here notably are two albatross species. So EPS has a third kind of very challenging environmental property in that it soaks up toxins from the environment, particularly mercury and PCBs. These toxins can cause secondary poisoning to the species that eat them, including seabirds. There's more than 500 marine species that have been shown to eat plastics. For example, the albatross in Hawaii that I mentioned, more than half of albatross currently at any given moment will have plastics, including EPS, in their stomach. 98% of dead albatross chicks that don't survive are found to have plastics and EPS in their stomachs.
You have 30 seconds.
Certainly, I can speak for myself to tell you that it's heart-wrenching to watch albatross fly for thousands of miles to raise a single chick in a single season, and then see that chick die because they fed it plastic. It's really challenging, and I know not only for me, but for many folks in the state of Hawaii who care about their wildlife. Certainly, I think for the council members here. There's a recent study done a couple years ago for residents of Honolulu. They found that 81% of residents in Honolulu would prefer a ban on all polystyrene products, and they were willing to pay more to have this ban in place. So I think this is a very small price to pay to protect the wildlife and the shared space for wildlife in the Hawaiian Islands. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to be coming to you, but I'm going to take a 2-minute recess.